The weather is nice, so we're gonna change gears and get the flashing that goes up along that wall detail there. It's mostly pre-cut, so it's getting up there, putting it in the right position with some caulk under it, and then screwing it in. Hopefully it goes well. So we finished the flashing all along the wall there. It went pretty nicely. Everything fit as expected, and it's fairly straight. While we're on the roof, we decided to move and start doing this last bit of sheathing up here that tucks under the overhang. The first thing, we're cutting some foam. It's a bit of a pain to squeeze in, but we're trying to cut it around the overhang jacks and squeeze it in there without breaking it too much. It's mostly gone well. Once this is done, we're gonna just screw some sheathing up there and tape it. We're not gonna go absolutely crazy. Once you get into the overhang, the sheathing doesn't really have any purpose. What? Where are you digging in the new driveway? Where are you digging? What's this here, Rhodey? What is this? Is this a hole in the new driveway? How we talked about this? Yeah, we said holes in the driveway are bad and that you're not going to do it anymore. That's what you agreed to. Oh, yeah, yawn. As long as we understand each other, you're not going to do it anymore, right? We were able to do a few things. We finished off all the sheathing up around the soffits there, taped it off. We installed that vented furring strip that will be necessary for the cold roof to vent up the wall there into the soffit above. It's a 3/4 inch vented furring strip, so that's installed. Next, we have to install these F channels. As with before, we don't really need an F channel. We need a J channel for the soffit, but we're not going to be installing metal siding, at least we don't expect to. So this bit won't really be useful at all. Regardless, we have it and we're going to install it. The next step is soffit panels themselves. I did get the diagonal support piece in the corner there. Not sure if you can see it. I got the diagonals cut for all 4 corners of the main building, actually. There are 45 on one side, 2 45s on the other, but one of those 45s is at a 412 angle. I also prepped the first piece for the corner here. Got this trim cut for the corner detail, the mitered corner. These panels are huge. It's a 2-foot overhang. But we're gonna head up, clean off our shoes again, hopefully stay safe up there, and install these strips of metal. We had our first night in a while where it did not get below freezing, and so there's no frost and no condensation on the roof. Sounds like a perfect day for me to get up there and try to finish the soffit. I don't know how many more days we'll have like this. While I work on the soffits, Robert's going to continue on the ceiling joists. He made some modest progress yesterday after I finished borrowing him for the door frame. It looks like today he may start working on the main joist in the center here. This feels really good. The soffits went in pretty easily actually. I used 2 nails in each panel, trying to get them in a little ridge there so I don't deform them. All those nails will be covered by the fascia once we get the fascia installed. It really looks good. I mean, it's nice and smooth. Everything fit nicely in the J-channel up here, or the freeze, I guess you call it. Yeah, it's just, I can't say how happy I am to have this done. I hate working on this roof. It's slippery. Working under this overhang here it's just terrible. It's only like 3.5 feet tall. And it's just a back breaker and a neck breaker and a calf killer. We still have to do the fascia, but I wanted this guy on here to prevent bats and birds and mice and everything else from trying to penetrate, and this will do exactly that. So as far as I'm concerned, we are dried in on this soffit. We are not trimmed out, and we are not totally waterproofed because we need that fascia there. Just got to order it. It's an 8-inch fascia that's needed, and I only have 6. Today we're finishing up stuff in preparation for the garage door installation tomorrow. Robert's working on the ceiling joists for the first bay. All the joists for the second bay are in and they look really good. He's just got a little bit to finish up in the first bay, and then everything in the garage door region is pretty much done. We had the garage door painted and we had the finished plywood done with a spar urethane. It looks really nice. This is what we're going to be putting over the jamb, and it should give it a really warm and finished look without really breaking the bank too much. It is plywood after all, but nice plywood and a pretty nice finish on it. I mean, it looks really good. So the doors are done and it's a nice brown color. We've got them all kind of covered up and protected right now. So my next thing is to install the plywood along the door jamb. I also made a couple little guys for along the ground here. My concern, if we dropped the plywood all the way to the concrete, it would pick up water. So I have this 1/4 inch plastic and I stuck it with polyurethane and let it sit for the last 5 days in a vise. So it looks like it's nice and solid together. These guys will go on the bottom of that there. That'll create hopefully a pretty reasonable corner. Anyway, that's that. Time to start installing stuff. I'm gonna be installing first up at the horizontal here. That's the tricky part where we have 3 different things meeting. So I'll start in this corner, probably then work across the horizontal, and then install all the vertical components. Should be pretty straightforward. This is starting to look good. I'm sure you can't see it from this angle, but you know, down here we have our construction grade lumber, foam, and zip sheathing all showing. But once you get up here, everything looks really nice. Comes up, meets at this top piece pretty nicely, continues all the way to the top. Overall, I'm pretty pleased. The difference between the finished plywood here and the construction grade lumber is remarkable. We are using a polyurethane adhesive, just trying to make sure this sticks really well. And then a few finished grade nails, 15 gauge, to hold it together.